Hi, hello, and welcome to Films as Food, where I geek out about films that I like and then take inspiration from them and create food. Quick disclaimer, I will try and stay away from major spoilers, but if you are 100% against spoilers of any kind, I recommend that you pause this video, go watch the film that I'm about to talk about, and then come back and watch the rest of the video. Okay, let's get started. So the film that I'm going to be talking about today is going to be none other than Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. The reason why I decided to pick this film for my first video in what I hope will become a series is because for so many years now, if someone asks me what's your favourite film, I've been saying it's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I mean, to the point that I'm like, maybe I should change it up because, you know, if I'm always saying the same thing, is that gonna be boring? But honestly, it kind of is my favorite film. Anyways, Eternal Sunshine is directed by Michel Gondry and it's a romantic sci-fi film? Yeah. Fantasy? Yeah. It stars Jim Carrey as Joel and Kate Winslet as Clementine. So the basic premise of the film is Joel and Clementine fall in love. Then life happens, they fall out of love, and then Joel goes to get this procedure where you can get rid of all the memories you have of a certain person. And so he gets it done for all his memories of Clementine. But the thing is, while he's getting the procedure done, he comes to realize that maybe, just maybe, he's not ready to let go of her yet. And so the story begins. There are a few reasons why I really love this film. One, I mean, the story in itself and the acting is just... So Jim Carrey, a lot of people probably know him as being like the funny guy. Little spoiler, he's not really funny in this. Joel is he's kind of a sad guy. He thinks that like his life is boring. And then kind of opposite to that, we have Clementine, Kate Winslet. She's just all over the place. She always describes herself as being like impulsive. I think I just really like that casting. It made me really excited to see those actors in different types of roles. You know, different types of roles from what they would kind of generally play. And I mean, it's a given, but yeah, I was taken back by it. So the acting in itself is really realistic. Another thing that makes this film, I think, feel really grounded in reality is the way that it's shot. They use these shaky handheld camera kind of techniques, which I think help to give the impression that you're like really there and you're really part of, you know, what's happening in that moment. Also, there are times when they use computer graphics. There are obviously scenes where things happen, like things fall out of the sky and you're like, obviously that didn't happen in real life. But this film doesn't just rely on computer graphics to make its like quirky scenes happen. It actually uses a lot of kind of like optical illusions and traditional camera techniques as well. And I feel like because they mix those two, it helps to make this film the great masterpiece of realism and surrealism harmonized. The first time you watch it, you might not fully understand what was going on. At the end, you'll probably be like, oh, wait, so the beginning was like, So you can watch it over and over again. It's one of those films that just feels really fresh every single time I watch it. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so the inspiration that I'm going to be taking from this film is none other than Clementine's hair color. So I think she has 4 different colors during the whole film. Blue, red, orange, and green. They all have different names. I wonder if I can remember them. Blue, Ruin. Agent Orange. Agent Orange is the name that Clementine comes up with. Red Menace. And I want to say Green Revolution. Ooh, I hope I got those right. I have a feeling I did. I want to take those 4 colors as my main inspiration and make a dish. On top of that, I think there's like 2 scenes in the film where Joel and Clementine are eating Chinese food. I think Clementine likes Asian food. So I want to take the fact that they were eating Chinese or Asian food to try and make something Asian inspired, and then take those 4 colors that I talked about before. So what I'm planning on making today is blue curry, well, blue white curry. I guess it's like Thai curry, coconut curry, blue white curry with carrot rice. So obviously the blue white curry is going to be the blue, and then the carrot rice is going to be the orange. Red, I really wanted to put chili into the dish, but I couldn't find any fresh red chili, so I bought some dried ones. But yes, chili and red capsicum. And then for the green, I'm going to be putting in coriander. So those 4 colors. Let's get cooking. So you're gonna need some coconut milk, fish sauce, now this is optional, chili paste, ginger, garlic, cumin, white pepper, salt, and vegetables. Here I use 2 capsicums, you can choose whatever you want. More ginger, lime, dried chilies, again optional, coriander, and lemon and lime zest. Also 2 cubes of butter. And we have some grated onion, grated carrot, and jasmine rice, which I made the night before. Some firm tofu, and last but not least, blue food color dye. So for the carrot rice, you're going to want to take roughly about 2 tablespoons of grated onion and 2 tablespoons of grated carrot. Mix that up in a bowl. And then add the butter. I left this at room temperature so it was easier to mix in. You could also melt it, I guess. Add a pinch of salt, a little bit of white pepper, and mix it all up. Once you've mixed it, you want to get another dish and spread your jasmine rice on there. And then on top of that, put the carrot sauce that we just made. Put some cling wrap on top and put it in the microwave for about 2 to 3 minutes. I did 3 minutes. This is it out of the microwave, and then after you mix it, you see it kind of change color to more of a darker orange. And then set aside. On to making the sauce for the curry now. Again, I put in about 3 to 4 tablespoons of grated onion. And here I'm putting 1 tablespoon of fish sauce in because a lot of the recipes I read said that, but later on I actually added another one, so 2 tablespoons. And then some of the grated ginger, garlic, chili, white pepper, cumin, and the lemon and lime zest. I used about 2 pinches. Mix it all up and then set it aside. On to prepping our vegetables now. So my capsicums, I took the seeds out and then cut them kind of in thin slices. With the fresh ginger, I cut off kind of like the outer layer of it and then proceeded to cut it into slices and then thinner slices. I left my ginger quite chunky though because I like that, but if you don't, you can totally grate it. And then onto our lime, I just cut it in half and then half again. We're just going to be using these as like lime wedges on the side. With the coriander, again, I'm kind of cutting it into like chunky bits. Cut the dried chilies if you like, and last but not least, cut the tofu. Now get out your pan because we're going to start frying things. With the second cube of butter, fry the tofu till it's golden. And in the same pan, fry the capsicum a little bit as well. Put the tofu and vegetable aside. In a heated pan, add the fresh ginger, dried chili, coriander, and the curry sauce. After it becomes aromatic, add the coconut milk. This is 400 ml. Make sure it's evenly mixed and then let it simmer for 10 minutes. After that, add the vegetable and tofu back in and let it simmer again for another 10 minutes. The curry smelled really good at this point and it looked really good as well, but of course our last step, putting in blue dye. I have powder dye. I think it's mainly used for baking, but yes, I put in about 2 scoops. And here it is, blue curry. Did someone say blue ruin? Or I just made it blue and ruined it. Onto the plating, I put my carrot rice in a little bowl and then turned it upside down and poured the curry in. Add in a lime wedge just because aesthetics, and a little bit of coriander on top, and we're done. On to the taste test. I was fully eating and my camera wasn't on. So I've already actually started eating. This jasmine rice with the carrot, the grated carrot and the onion is actually really good. I don't know if it's the carrot or the onion, or maybe it's like the both of them, but it's really sweet. And the curry is really creamy. Full of spices. It's actually also really chilly because I put a lot of chili in there. But I like chili, so it's okay. It's really blue. If I don't look at it and I just like eat it, it's totally fine. Delicious. I mean, it's not fine, it's delicious. Could add a little salt, like if you kind of prefer your food a bit salty. But as soon as you open your eyes. Also, so I put tofu in mine.
Butter stir-fry tofu.
You could take out the tofu and put in like some kind of meat if you want, or you could keep the tofu and put meat in it. I wonder if my mouth is like blue. So my verdict. As food, does it look appetizing? Sorry, it's just down here, so I'm looking at it. No. The rice looks really good. The blue curry looked delicious until I turned it blue, obviously.
Just don't do that, you know? Just don't.
Did it taste good? Yes, it tasted so good. I mean, I put in lots of spices, lots of different ingredients. Obviously, it's gonna taste good. How much do I feel like it reminds me of the film? Not much. Overall, though, I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's like realistic, but it's not. And in that sense. But it tastes really good. In that sense, it's kind of like Eternal Sunshine. I would love to hear what you guys thought of it. Do you think it looks yummy? Do you not? Would you try making it? Have you seen Eternal Sunshine? If there are any films that you recommend or any foods that might be interesting for me to make, then please also let me know that as well. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing and giving this video a like. See you on the next one. Bye!